Sawadee Konaka, Dajihao, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, I am going through the way in which I studied Thai then being day 0, and now being approximately day 700. Don't know exact numbers, but that's about right. So let us start with way back when the pandemic had hit. We all thought we were gonna die. We didn't know what the other side looked like. How did I start learning Thai? Or what did I start doing, I should say, because you know how. When I started learning Thai, I was focused very much on the basics of alphabets, the common words, those really sort of fundamental stuff. I remember writing so many pages of the alphabet, like just writing, flashcards, writing, testing myself, YouTube videos, Thai-Pod 101. I rinsed their alphabet videos because I just wanted to really get it in my head. So back then I was more focused on learning the words. So if you look at some of my older videos, cringe, because when I listen to it I'm like, what are you saying, Victoria? Because I was more focused on learning the word, and then the tone was secondary. I would be more focused on reading it as if it was English so that I could get the word, not thinking about the tones. Whereas obviously it's a tonal language, so I don't know what my I don't know what my methodology was. There we go, methodology. Big word, big word. With Thai, it is a very pronoun heavy language. And when I say pronoun heavy, there are a plethora of pronouns in Thai. But, or in English, we're going to focus on he, she. And in Thai, obviously there's like cow, ter. My mind has gone blank. Oh, p, nong, different things you can use to kind of refer to people. I learnt cow, everyone was cow, okay? I was like, everyone's cow, okay? That is what I'm using. It feels very, cow or kun, that's what I would say. If it was a he or a she, cow. But then I learnt ter, so then he's became cow, she's became ter, and that was it. You couldn't tell me otherwise. This one I'm using, and you was obviously kun, just kun, that was it. I wasn't using p, I wasn't using nong, just kun, because I was like, okay, this makes sense. You, kun, he, cow, she, ter, makes sense. So that was the track I was on, because I was still very much trying to equate it to English so that it would process for me and make more sense in my head, because that was just how I needed to learn and understand it. So I spent a lot of time studying. I spent a lot of time in the mornings, in the afternoons, just studying, because I wanted to learn the rules around the alphabet, different grammar points and different things like that. I spent a lot of time studying. Admittedly, I should still be doing that, but I spent way more time then studying than I do now. And I think most of my time was spent with my tutor, in the sense of the only person I would speak Thai to was my tutor when I started. I was like, I'm not here to make friends, okay? I'm here to study. I'm not trying to make no friends, I'm trying to study. That was the mentality I had, because I wanted to improve my confidence to a point where I was comfortable speaking Thai with a stranger, and the only way I could do that was to first be comfortable speaking it with my tutor. And my mentality was, if I can't even speak to my tutor, then how the hell am I going to speak to someone I don't even know, who isn't there to help me in the same way? And the other thing that I did a lot of back then was I wrote everything. Like in my class, my teacher would say XYZ, and I'd be like, okay, XYZ, and then it could be anything, and I'd be like, I might need this, okay, I might need this, I'm gonna write this down. And I'd write everything down. I mean, okay, that's good. Did it help? No. That is why I'm a big advocate of only focus on things you need, because I filled pages with stuff I have no business needing, because I will never use it. So I did spend a lot of time writing, which I think has the offshoot of that was that it helped me with my writing time in general. Although, as I said before, I was told my writing is fat. But you know, that's just my life, okay? We like it that way. So now, fast forward to today. We are nearly, touch wood, hopefully on the other side of the pandemic. We know the future is going to be bright ahead, hopefully. And we have a way out. What is my Thai studying like now? The easiest way I could describe it. Day 0 me is freshers. Year 1, your first year of university. You are ready, you are here, you got your pen, you got your paper, you got your laptop, you got your notebook, you've got everything. You're sitting front row of the lecture hall, you're looking at the lecturer, you're like, impart your knowledge on me, tell me everything. Now, day 700 approximately, you're year 3, you've got your exams coming up, you've turned up to university in what you think are clean clothes, you've got a pen and you've got nothing else. You've got a pen and a strong desire to not fail. You've turned up for vibes. That is what it's like. It is honestly like I am 2 different people, because now when I study, the more, I've said this so many times, the more I know, the less I know. I learn stuff, I'm like, this is fabulous, I'm getting it. I hear a new concept, I hear a new thing, I'm like, what is that? Who is that? Since when did I need to know that? Why do I not know that already? And it genuinely feels like I know more, but I know less. No more, but less. And it's just a constant evolution. And so now my time is mainly focused on tones and trying to make sure that my tones are correct, because I really cannot say I'm a beginner anymore. I cannot ride that bandwagon and get by on a wing and a prayer, because my teacher and my friends are like, Victoria, we know how long you've been learning, okay? Who are you lying to? Because it can't be us. As I said in the beginning side, I would only use kun and like how to, but now with my friends and stuff, I very rarely say kun. Now I say like P, or I'll say their name. And I think what took me so long is it is so different to English, because if we were to refer to ourselves by our names, speaking the third person, it would seem very pretentious, but it's just normal in Thai. And so for me, it was a cultural thing that I had to shift my brain on. I think the groundwork I did with my alphabet now is that I can see the letter, I know how to say it. If you ask me what that letter's called, I would be like, next question please. So it's almost like having the alphabet, and as in, so having the English alphabet, and then someone points to A, B, C and says, what's this called? What's that called? What's that called? And you'd be like, A, B, C. And then I would look at it and I'd be like, I have no idea, but it is A, B, K. I can say it, I just don't know what it's called. And that's the situation I'm in now. And I think that by studying them so hard at the beginning, it was good because it got it into my brain, but I have forgotten most of their names. I'm just being honest. And as I said in the first part, I spent a lot of time studying and being a very diligent student, whereas now, I'm not gonna lie, I do not study as much. My study now takes a very different form. I don't use all of my sort of time in the same way. So before it would be like just kind of reading, writing, whereas now if I'm going to be writing, it's for a specific reason. For example, I'm doing a reading exercise, I'm doing a listening practice, or I'm in a lesson, or my friend has told me a word I really want to know and I write it down, or I'm doing a translation of a song, for example. So these notebooks I mentioned in my a recent video I made, which will be linked. But now I think my bulk of my study comes from practicing listening on, like, for example, films, songs, things like that, and practicing speaking with my friends, with my tutor, and going over the keywords I want to learn, I think are important, are just failing me in that moment. And that's why I say, like, so now I don't write everything I hear. I only write the words that I know I'm going to need again. I think the biggest change is the amount of speaking I do. So at the beginning, like I said, I only spoke with my tutor. Now I'm speaking to like 4 or 5 different friends like in Thai, and also obviously making videos in Thai. And my thing is I'm honestly like throwing myself into speaking because I learn from my mistakes more than I do from getting it right first time. Therefore, by speaking and speaking and speaking and speaking and being corrected and being helped, I'm finding I'm picking up different concepts a lot quicker, and my brain is just able to adapt a lot quicker to the new words and concepts. So that's how me learning Thai has changed from day 0 versus day 700. Let me know in the comments if you've noticed how your learning has changed from when you first started learning the language to now. I'll be interested to know if our stories are similar. As always, please do smash the like, the share and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family. As always, have a very, very blessed day. And until next time, Sawi Tuk Kon Naka. Zaijian. Goodbye, everyone.